For us to get a better understanding of how this system works, we have to understand that television is three things. Television is transmission, distribution, and content. What you are watching now is the content. There's transmission which you cannot see. There's distribution which you cannot see. There's content that you can see. So Metro TV is currently in charge of transmission, distribution, and content. If you're watching TV3, if you're watching Metro TV, if you're watching GH1, and if you're watching GTV, you are watching content. What you cannot see is transmission and distribution. In the new era, guess what's going to happen? Transmission and distribution have fallen off. They are gone. They are no longer part of the equation. They have gone to the government. The government is going to standardize by the Digital Terrestrial Transmission and Distribution. That's why they are building systems across the country. If you are not directly connected to the content that's coming up as you see it, then you have no role to play in the conversation. And the authorities have been talking to GIBA, and that's part of the problem we are having, because the people that the authorities are speaking to, the GIBA people, they have no further role to play in this conversation. The people who have a role to play is the people who do content. So then the question is, what is content? And who and whom are content people? That's what I'm going to show you now. Content people are those who have a direct bearing on the video, the production of the video that you are seeing. The production of the video that you are seeing are content people. So this lady on your screen now, Dolores Frimpong Manson, is a content person. The next lady you are seeing, Nana Badamwa, is content person. Bernard Avle is a content person. Evans Mensah is a content person. Jackie, the lady who does the entertainment on Metro TV, that's a content person. Randy Abe, Good Morning Ghana, content. Captain Smart, content. Kwame Sefakai, content. Bolare, content. Let's have a Kwame Adinkra in Kumasi, content. Let me show you another category of content people that will probably surprise you. This football club, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they are content. This football club, Accra Hasselfolk, they are content because they produce a video that has players playing football with secondary 11 wise, and Hasselfolk have proprietary interest in that photograph, the video, the moving picture that you are seeing. That belongs to Accra Hasselfolk Sporting Club. So that is content. If they're able to monetize that, you pay for that. When you watch Manchester United, you are watching content of Manchester United. When you watch Liverpool TV, you are watching content of Liverpool TV, of Liverpool Football Club. If you watch Liverpool, you are watching content of Liverpool Football Club. Also, there's another category of content people. Now, it's these two people on the screen right now, Shatawale and Stoneboy. Now, imagine Shatawale puts up a video on Facebook these days, and you see that something like 500,000 people, 500,000 people have seen it. The system that is being created under DTT will allow him to be able to put these videos and other content on television, and people who see it can pay 1 cedi, 2 cedis to watch it. And if that money goes to him, it creates a whole industry around him. It creates other talents like him who can all get onto this platform and be able to benefit from it. That's what this DTT is about. And that's why we are saying GIBA is out of the game. This studio you are seeing is far more important towards the content conversation than GIBA is. And if you look at this editing suite, you have editors who are editing the video to put it together. They are far more important than GIBA in this conversation. Somehow, people are not talking to them. The authorities are not talking to them. And we have allowed a group called GIBA to hijack the conversation. So what will this box provide? This decoder that we talk about, what will it provide? It will provide a certain number of channels. Already, the decoder has been developed to have 40 channels. The concern now is that those 40 channels are going to become 100. It will provide channels, and it will also provide categories of channels. So the first 40 channels, which is already available, will sort of be seen free. Free means that you buy the box and you put it in your home, and you can see those channels. All of those channels will give you the regular television that you see: TV3, Metro TV, GTV, GH1, and the new one, City TV, and all of that will be on the box. And then there'll be another category of channels, maybe channel 41 and 42. Now, you will need to pay a certain amount of money every month, 5 cedis, 10 cedis, 20 cedis, to be able to see these channels. People are going to put programs on these channels. So on these channels, you see an amalgamation of all the programs. You see amalgamation of programs from everywhere, including programs that are not on any particular TV station over there. If you like them, and then you pay 10 cedis a month to watch these premium channels, that money goes to those who are creating the content and also goes to service the infrastructure. So that's really the point. It's about monetizing content to create an economic situation and enable the economy so that people in that industry can create business out of it. Now, let's look at the football, for instance. So Accra Hearts of Folk plays a game with Accra Great Olympics, and they can have maybe 10,000 people in the stadium. That actually takes 30 or 40,000. But if Hearts of Folk supporters around the country all want to get to the stadium, they might not be able to. So if they can pay 5 cedis for a channel, and the box will have, apart from the second category of paying 10 cedis a month, there'll be another category for an events channel. So Hearts of Folk, Kotoko, Black Stars can put a single content item on that particular channel. Say channel 260 is an events channel. It doesn't show every day. It only shows with events, and you see it with DSTV when they have Big Brother Africa. They put it on an events channel. When the Big Brother Africa is over, the event channel goes off. So this is also going to have that. So Hearts of Folk can request the company, the DTT company, to have their game showed on the events channel for 5 cedis for people to pay. Right now, even if you want to pay to watch a Hearts game, there's no mechanism to do that. What the authorities are creating is a mechanism for you to be able to do that. So whether you're in Tamale, you're in Kumasi, you're in Sekondi, you cannot be in Accra to watch the Hearts game, but you can spare 5 cedis to see it. If 6 million Hearts of Folk supporters all pay 5 cedis to see the Hearts game, and 70% of that money is coming to Accra Hearts of Folk, that's when we have enabled the football business. And out of that, there will be a food industry around Hearts of Folk. Out of that, they will build a training center. Masons will have money to do that. Out of that, there will be so many different things, marketing, so many different economic activity can occur around Accra Hearts of Folk. The multitude of economic activity that occurs around Manchester United on a home game, around Liverpool on a home game, around Arsenal on a home game is big. It's big because you and I sit far away in Africa, thousands of miles away, and we pay to watch Arsenal because there's a mechanism to do so. What the authorities are doing is to create a mechanism for you to be able to pay to watch Asante Kotoko if you want to pay, and for you to be able to pay to watch Asante Kotoko even if you cannot be at the stadium. Now, what's going to happen is that they will then have to build the infrastructure in terms of the production infrastructure to bring you the games in a high quality system. That's why the higher definition channels become important. You watch Manchester United in HD and you love it. If you can watch Accra Hearts of Folk in HD, I bet you'd love it. And if you're paying 5 cedis for that every other week to watch Hearts of Folk, you're creating an industry around Accra Hearts of Folk. That events channel, if Shatawale wants to do a musical concert at the Accra Sports Stadium, he can go for it as well. Ghana Music Awards can put it on events channel because the conference center can only take 2,500 people. There may be people in Ghana, outside Ghana, who want to be able to watch it and pay 5 cedis. This is what the infrastructure is creating. And this conversation has nothing to do with GIBA. GIBA, I submit, have hijacked that conversation at a time when GIBA ought not to be part of this conversation. So I guess, and I'm guessing, and I'm suggesting to you, let us replace the Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association with this one, the Ghana Independent Content Providers Association. GIBA fold up, fall off, liquidate. Let's have the Ghana Independent Content Providers Association.